Grab your popcorn, hold onto your seat, and get ready to bite your nails, because the moment every Stranger Things fan has been waiting for is finally here. The final season's trailer just dropped, and while the episodes are still a few months away, Netflix has given us a taste so loaded with clues, theories, and shocking details that the whole internet is buzzing. Is that monstrous figure at the end really Vecna, or is there an even greater evil waiting in the shadows? Has Max recovered? Does 11 have new abilities? And what is that ominous countdown threatening to wipe Hawkins off the map? There are mysteries everywhere, and you're about to get the deepest dive on every single one. The final season trailer, first impressions. The first official trailer for Stranger Things' last chapter has landed, and if you thought the hype was high before, wait until you see what's packed into these few minutes. The excitement is off the charts, but there's so much more here than meets the eye. Let's unravel every hidden secret, every visual clue, and every jaw-dropping moment together. Hawkins and the Upside Down have never been more dangerous or more fascinating. Musical clues and symbolism right from the start, the trailer sets a chilling mood with its soundtrack. If you have an ear for classic rock, you'll recognize the haunting notes of Child in Time by Deep Purple, a song about innocence lost in the chaos of war, and the blurred lines between good and evil. It's a brilliant choice that mirrors the journey of these characters, who started out as children and are now thrown headlong into the final battle of their lives. This season promises a coming-of-age story wrapped in a war against pure darkness. The power of sound and signals. The opening shots show Steve working with a radio, cranking the volume up to 100 decibels, a sound level that's truly intense. But this isn't just for atmosphere. As longtime fans know, music is Vecna's weakness, with powerful emotional ties able to break his hold over victims and bring them back to reality. There's a brief glimpse of a transmission tower outside the group's van, hinting at a plan to broadcast music throughout Hawkins, or maybe even beyond. The group seems to be establishing a base in the Upside Down itself, filled with antennas and gear, possibly to create a permanent bridge between worlds or to weaken Vecna using music on a massive scale. This could explain why Vecna later attacks the tower in a burst of fury. The countdown and its meaning. Another detail that can't be ignored is the countdown echoing in the trailer. The burning will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a sinister touch, especially as the series is ending with Season 5 and the countdown itself runs backward, just like the Upside Down's twisted logic. It's a clever reference, and it adds a ticking clock suspense to the entire final act. A city under siege. The trailer also teases chaos in Hawkins, a gigantic portal ripping open inside the library, soldiers with flamethrowers trying desperately to contain the threat, and the city apparently cut off from the outside world. Military trucks, helicopters, and heavily armed patrols hint at martial law, while 11 is once again being hunted as both a potential weapon and a threat to national security. In a particularly tense sequence, she's seen on the ground while Hopper hurls grenades at attacking soldiers, promising explosive action and emotional stakes. The team's last stand. It appears that the group is hiding out in some sort of bunker or fortified base, listening in on military communications, strategizing about how to defeat Vecna. There's a palpable sense of dread. Are they about to witness the destruction of Hawkins, or is it a last stand against the monsters from the Upside Down? Lights flicker, alarms blare, and the tension is at its absolute peak. The series is pulling out all the stops. Loss, grief, and the memory of Eddie. One of the most heartbreaking moments is the shot of Eddie's vandalized grave, smeared with hateful graffiti. The town still sees him as a villain, despite the sacrifices he made. Only his closest friends know the truth. Dustin visits the grave, battered and bruised, maybe after defending Eddie's honor. The trailer suggests Dustin is willing to fight for Eddie's legacy, no matter the cost. Relationships and sacrifice. There are fleeting glimpses of Jonathan and Nancy together in the Upside Down, sharing an intimate moment and reflecting on everything they've survived. But there's an ominous undertone. Nancy is later shown, covered in blood and visibly shaken. Is this a sign of tragic loss, or is the trailer just messing with us? And what about Max, still in a coma, with Lucas faithfully by her side in the hospital, trying to wake her with her favorite music? In a blink and you miss it moment, there's a possible attack in the hospital. Lucas cradles Max as chaos erupts around them. The big question, will she finally wake up and rejoin the fight, or will the darkness claim her for good? 11's evolution and new powers. Once again, we see 11 returning to the sensory deprivation tank, with Hopper urging her to fight one last time. Is she about to enter the upside down mentally, searching for Vecna, just as she did before? There are hints that her powers are evolving, maybe even allowing her to fly or leap incredible distances. One thing is clear, her showdown with Vecna will be bigger than anything we've seen. Old and new threats, every kind of monster is back, Demogorgons, Demodogs, and of course, Vecna himself. But he looks different, more skeletal, with sharper hands and an even more menacing presence. Fire is being unleashed on him, perhaps in the climactic battle, as it's one of his known weaknesses. But here's where the trailer throws a curveball. Is this really Vecna, or is there a new, even more terrifying villain lurking in the shadows? The arrival of Asmodeus. Sharp-eyed fans may have spotted a new horned creature, eerily similar to Vecna, but possibly something much worse. There's speculation that this could be Asmodeus, the Lord of the Nine Hells in Dungeons and Dragons. Supporting this theory is the dragon with 3 heads that will drew in Season 4. Asmodeus's favorite form is, after all, a 3-headed dragon. If Will has encountered this being before, could the new villain already know him, and be hunting him across worlds? A season like no other, this trailer has sent the fan community into a frenzy. The final season is split into 3 parts. The first drops with 4 episodes on November 26th, followed by 3 more episodes on December 25th, and the grand series finale lands on December 31st. It's a wild ride, and expectations couldn't be higher. How hyped are you? Drop your hype level in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss a moment of Stranger Things or the latest in geek and nerd culture. Stay tuned, this is going to be legendary.